Welcome to Art Is. Today we're going to take you back on the road to Monroeville, Alabama to uncover all the creative talents that can be found in this special southern town. Then we will head northeast on Interstate 20 to Atlanta to experience the Folk Lovers Paradise Folk Fest. Monroeville, the literary capital of Alabama, is a fertile ground for supporting and nurturing creative talent. One of the things you may have read or heard about Monroeville is the play based on Harper Lee's book To Kill a Mockingbird, directed by Kathy McCoy.
Well, I came to Monroeville in 1990, and I was hired as the museum director in 1991. And before I knew it, I had a play on my hands. No one had done To Kill a Mockingbird in this town, and I felt it was important to do it, and I had several folks from the town that wanted me to do it, and I guess we took a gamble and decided to form a group, the Mockingbird players, and put the play on. I think that, to me, the first time we did it was very exciting. It was also a little scary because we didn't know how the town would react to this play. You know, when it was published, the book, there was controversy here in the town. Some folks were not happy that their town was put under a microscope, and maybe not in the most favorable light at times. So when I put the play on the first time in a very, very cold day in November, we were worried about the reaction. But you know, and we walked down the court aisle and we came up on our stage in the courtroom, we had a standing ovation, and we knew then that it was going to be all right. So this play is different. It's not like I'd say, I don't want to use the word normal, but a professional play where you go, you see the play, and you leave. This play, the audience stays. They stay and mingle with the cast. They want to talk to them. One in particular, the man who plays Tom Robinson, is Charlie McCoy. And Charlie is a county commissioner, he's a school teacher, he's a farmer, he's a father. He's a man who's traveled all over the United States and parts of this world. And he has to literally go back to 1935 to achieve his character. And it's very difficult for him. And he starts about an hour before the production. He just starts thinking of 1935 and what his father told him and his uncles. And he lets himself go back to that time period. And that is what you have to do, because it was, especially for the black actors and actresses, it was a very, very different time for them. And they have to kind of withdraw into themselves and bring those other feelings out. So yes, I encourage that. I think there has. I came here in 1991. The courthouse was not in restoration yet, and it literally sagged on the square, to quote Nell Lee. The square was not kept up. There were vacant stores. You know, it was almost kind of a lack of pride. And then as time went on and the play was built more and more up, and more and more folks were involved in the play and in the museum, the city started taking a little notice of the square, and the county had already taken notice of the square. The garden club became involved, thank goodness. I mean, this is a group of dedicated, wonderful, hardworking women. So all of these factors combined, you started seeing the town spruced up and things happening, and then the murals came. We started the murals and the more art shows, and the play became bigger, and the college took off with more art and music. Great music director David Ayers came into play, and Susan Brown was really pushing the art. So you saw everyone starting to become more involved, the teenagers, the college students, the shopkeepers, the city, the county, and of course the museum became bigger and bigger. And now, 9 years later, I look back and I'm amazed. You know, I think we've really accomplished a lot here in 9 years. I really do.
When we return on Art Is, we will introduce you to several artists who have enjoyed the creative freedom of Monroeville.